coming back to the tariffs and trade, what has your dialogue with the U.S. administration been so far? What is Singapore faced with?
Oh, we got 10% tariffs.
That is relatively a good deal, though, isn't it? Oh. I heard about 140%, but I think that's no 50, isn't it?
Well, if you look at the facts, we have an FTA with America. America has a surplus with us. So on the basis of the FTA and the fact on the trade balance, we should have a 0 tariff, not a 10% tariff. But I think America has decided that 10% is their baseline tariff, and they are probably not going to go below 10%. So we have been engaging the officials, but that I think is their sort of mindset at this stage. But I know that other ASEAN countries have higher tariffs than us, and they have been also engaging their American counterparts. And we hope in time to come, when America makes a decision on the reciprocal tariffs, that it will be able to bring them down, at least closer to 10%, if not 10%. If indeed 10% is going to be the baseline applied to all countries.
And I think it's also important to remind ourselves that, we're getting used to 10%, but this
is still very high.
It's 3 times higher than it used to be on average from the US. So it's already quite substantial.
Yeah. That's why I've said that we are in a new era where there will be more barriers to trade. And we have to accept these realities. Not that we think it's a good idea, but these are the realities that we have to work with. And in the meanwhile, countries that would like to promote and advance the agenda for free trade should come together and work in different formats, different platforms, whether regional or plurilateral platforms, to advance the agenda for free trade. And Singapore will be the first to lead the charge on this.
Singapore has always been at the forefront also when it comes to technology. Just go to the port of Singapore and it is just mind-boggling what you're faced with. With Gen AI, with the robotics, with the synthetic biology, with also now satellites, but also space, there is so much happening. Some people say it's the second industrial revolution. This is as big as the industrial revolution. You can see increase in productivity with 10% in the coming decade if you apply Gen AI in the right way. Could you, when we're getting now at the end of this dialogue, say something about how do you assess the magnitude and the paradigm shift we're faced with in these technologies, and how do you position your own country to be at the forefront?
We think it's a major game changer. AI will be a major game changer. We, like all countries, would like to harness the benefits of technologies and AI to push the frontiers of our economy, raise productivity, and improve the lives of our people. But I would say that our focus is not just on what happens at the leading edge. There is a lot of media attention on where are the breakthroughs, which are the next unicorns, which are the next when will we get AGI, to materialize? All these are important conversations, no doubt.
Or a DeepSeek in Singapore.
Maybe, but we would like to harness AI in a different way, which is to make sure that the benefits are broad-based. Get every Singaporean, every company to really make full use of technology to improve and uplift themselves. And I'll give a simple example. When we embarked on our computerization drive in the 1980s, we had very few computers. My family, we weren't rich enough to have a computer, but the government made computers easily accessible to every Singaporean in community centers so we could learn, get used to it. In school, we had a computer club. It was very popular. Many of us would go there to play computer games, no doubt. But along the way, we learned and we got familiar. And it's not just at the top end. Everyone became familiar with computers very quickly. And we could harness computers and new technologies to improve our lives, to be more productive, and to transform society. In the same way with AI, let's not get too obsessed with what's happening at the cutting edge. But how can I, as a government, harness AI effectively to transform my processes in government? How can businesses, big and small, even the small, medium enterprises, make full use of AI to improve their processes, to become more productive? And importantly, how can I get every worker to master AI tools and be familiar with AI tools to be more productive? That's what we are obsessed about.
I think that's a great aspiration. It's also about wealth trickling down,
Yes.
and everyone benefiting from it. And I think that when I followed the election also in Singapore, I think at least my interpretation is one of the reasons why you did so well is we were addressing also practical challenges for the people in Singapore.
It has to be. It has to be. I mean,
the housing prices and all this.
A nation's progress has to be shared, felt, and experienced, and translated into improvements in the lives of people day by day. If it does not, there will be a disconnect, and the compact gets undermined, and societies don't hold together. And we don't want that to happen in Singapore.
And you saw the primaries in New York, maybe, this morning?
I've not been keeping track.
No, but I think we should look it up. But that shows also that if things are not addressed, it can lead to also frustrations. But Prime Minister, so good to have you here.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the discussion and also learning from your thoughts. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Very good to talk to you. Thank you very much.